You know what really makes me laugh? When people say things in the comments like, this is not law of assumption. Touche, bitch. Because there is nothing that is inherently law of assumption. Because literally, what the law of assumption is freedom to choose what your assumptions are. So when people see others who have a different assumption than their own, meaning someone has a different opinion than yours, you're going to say this isn't law of assumption. No, bitch, it literally is. Because all law of assumption is the freedom to choose what your assumptions are. And to take it even further, even if you're not conscious and you don't have the freedom to choose what your assumptions are, all law of assumption is that your individual assumptions create your reality. So if I have assumption that's different from yours, that doesn't mean that my assumption isn't law of assumption. People are weird for that. Y'all are weird for that. And I am here to bust this shit wide open because the law of assumption community is toxic AF. It's cult-like. The Neville Goddard community, God rest his soul, I love him. He was good for his time. But it's cult-like. And I said what I said. Because Neville's way is not the only way. And actually, your way is the way. And I'm telling you this from the point of view that if you have an assumption that's different from mine, I'm not going to fucking tell you that you're wrong. You're correct. I'm going to give you the freedom to choose your assumptions. I have the prerogative and the freedom to choose mine. That's all law of assumption is. My assumption creates my reality. Your assumption creates yours. I'm not going to judge you on what assumptions you've chosen. Don't judge me on what assumptions I've chosen. Just because mine is different from yours doesn't mean this isn't law of assumption. Actually, bitch, exactly is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's ridiculous. I'm sick of y'all. I love you and I'm sick of y'all. Stop trying to put people in boxes. My assumptions are mine. I have the freedom to choose whatever the fuck they are and pull them out of my ass. So can you. You can choose whatever the fuck you want. So can I. That's what law of assumption actually is. So stop saying, if you believe in astrology, if you believe in soulmates, if you believe this is true for this narrative's true for you, that's not law of assumption. Actually, yes, it is. That's exactly what it is. Exactly. I get to choose. So do you. Mine isn't wrong. Yours isn't wrong. Mine is mine. Yours is yours. That is what the law of assumption is. So stop getting it twisted.